Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about making and selling digital products. Well, in today's video, we're gonna be looking at how to make a wardrobe checklist. Planner, that's a digital product which you can very well make it as a template, the wardrobe checklist, and you can very well sell it or wardrobe planner, whatever you call it. I'm gonna show you one of the way to make a one. Obviously, there are so many ways, so I'm gonna be using some of the cool filter option in the Photoshop. I'm gonna show you. So without further ado, let's get started with that. Before go back, consider clicking like button, guys. I do appreciate that. If you want more such video, consider subscribing, hit the bell icon. Whenever I'm gonna upload new videos, you're gonna get notified about it. Also, if you're a creative person looking forward to make money online, then I have another channel where I talk a lot about making money online as a creative person, as an artist. The link is in description box below. You could very well grab the digital product bundle planner or kind of like a workbook. It's a PDF download which you can download it. You can fill it out. It will going to help you keep track of your digital product selling journey. It has everything that you need for getting started with selling digital products, ideal client avatar, making digital products, selling, scaling, promoting, everything is there. The link is in description box below. Without further ado, let's dive in with today's tutorial. Okay guys, currently we are on the Photoshop. You can clearly see that. So I'm gonna be taking up a new white canvas for making this wardrobe checklist. So I'm gonna keep the size at 6 by 9 inches. You could whatever pick up the whatever size of the canvas you are interested in, like whether 8 by 9 or 6 by 9 or 8.5 into 7. Simply select the background color. So I've selected blue and click OK. So here we are with the new canvas. So I've taken a blue color and you could choose whatever color you want to. And I'm going to be taking some of the gradients. So I'm going to be using the gradient tool in the Photoshop. And I'm going to be using an auto selection mode to create the gradients. And now I'm going to be using a filter option in the Photoshop. That's a liquify filter option to get the liquify marbling effect of my design. Now you could use whatever you want to. On the right hand side, you're going to see a lot of the different parameters. You can adjust them. And this is simply swirl around the design and create the effect that you want to create until you're done with the fluidity of your work. You could see how I'm actually doing it. I'm just moving my cursor over on the canvas and creating the effect until I feel like I'm done with the kind of the work, kind of the stuff that I'm really interested in. That once you're done with that, you simply need to click OK. And here we are with the new decorated canvas that we have actually used a fluid effect. That's a fluid paint effect filter in the Photoshop. That's simply the cases. Now I'm going to be using some of the shape tools over here. So I'm actually dragging the shape tools over here. You could very well drag any tool, any kind of stuff which you're interested in there, because we want the heading and I want the text tool for the heading. So that's why I'm selecting the text tool over here. I'm changing the color and then I'm going to be selecting its opacity. You could change the opacity of your element over here on the right hand side of the panel where you're going to see all the layers, and then you can select the opacity. Do you want transparent or opaque or translucent, depending on what kind of stuff you want. Now I can see it's kind of like a semi-translucent and a semi-opaque, like in between them, and you could see the background that is at the back as well, and you could see the stuff there. Once you're done with that, then I'm gonna be selecting the text option, the font. You could select any selected font or any pre-made font in the Photoshop, or you can import your own. Then select the size, color of the font that you want, and then proceed typing over here. So I'm gonna be typing over here, actually typing over here the wardrobe, and then I'm going to be keeping as a wardrobe list or a checklist or a planner. I mean, you could simply write the one word or you could describe in the more words. I'm actually writing over here the wardrobe checklist, but you could see this layer is behind the text layer. That you could clearly see there. So I'm going to change its color, and now you could see we have changed its color. It's darker and it's clearly visible from the text layer. You could very well bring the text layer up and down and see whether it's up or down, and you can adjust it or you can change its color. Entirely depends on you. The sky is the limit in terms of the creativity over here. Now we're gonna proceed further, and I'm just gonna rearrange this particular heading to its respective position until I feel like it's the right position I want it to be for this particular heading. Using the shape tool again for making a bigger size box. So I'm actually using a shape tool, this rectangular shape tool. Now you could select any tool, you can adjust its color, the size and shape, entirely depends on you. So I'm gonna select its color, and I see how I actually want it. I want it to be a little bit more transparent, not transparent, translucent, less opaque, so that the background which is behind it would be a little bit visible from the back. So that's what I'm going to do over here. And also I can write my own stuff as well, so I need to keep that stuff over here. So you can play around with the opacity option on the layer panel on the right hand side, where you can see I'm doing it, and see the stuff that you want for your box. Until you're done with that, keep on playing with the different parameters, increase or decrease it, and see how it's actually looking over here. So you can see I'm playing around with it. I'm also changing the colors. Like earlier it was kind of like a purple. Now I'm selecting the yellow. So I'm changing and texting and seeing which one would fit according to my background, according to my planer that I want is the end result according to the checklist. Now I'm going to be using a text tool, some font over here because I want to be typing over here. You could very well use your own pre-made fonts or whatever it is. Okay, just do it. So right now I'm going to be typing over here. I'm going to see the text size and the color because this one is a lighter. So I think the text of the color of the text needs to be a little bit darker so that could be clearly visible. So I'm actually writing over here, make your wardrobe list classy, whatever you call it. So I'm writing over here, make your wardrobe classy as you wish by this particular checklist. Or you could write your own particular code over here or text over here which you're interested in writing out. I'm going to be selecting all of them and I'm going to be changing its text over here because I'm going to be changing its font. Okay, so I'm going to select some different font which actually fits this particular line over here. So you could see we have changed the font. We have also changed the size of the font, the color. The same thing you could do over here. You could add your own touch and then you can select the text layer on the right hand side panel of your Photoshop where you're going to see all the layers. You can select them and then you can rearrange to their respective position. Now I'm going to be selecting some other shape tool over here since it's a checklist. So I'm going to be needing a small round circular boxes, not boxes, the circles in which the people can simply tick and proceed with their checklist. So I'm actually bringing this particular stuff over here. That's a circle over here. And I'm going to be duplicating the layer because I want exactly the size and shape of all the circles that I'm going to be rearranging on this particular checklist. You could use the shape tool again and again, or you could also duplicate the layer like I'm doing it. So I'm going to duplicate it until I'm done with that. Let me just repeat the process. Once you're done with the duplicating, now you have to realign all the circles on your canvas. So I'm going to be selecting individual circle layer on the right hand side of my layers panel on the Photoshop, and I'm going to be rearranging them. The same thing you have to do. You have to select them and then take the circle from them and rearrange to its respective position. So do that until you're done with that. Just proceed it. Now I see I have the 5 circle over here. I think I need more circles because I need to fill this backspace. So I'm going to be duplicating the layer once again because right now I only have the 5 circle over here. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to duplicate the layer again to get the even more circle. So now I've actually duplicated the layer. Now I'm going to be selecting the individual circles, a layer, and I'm going to be rearranging them on the box. And that's what I'm doing over here. The same thing you could repeat if you are exactly doing the way I'm doing it over here. You could have a square boxes as well if you don't want the circular one. Okay, it entirely depends on you. Once you're done with the work, you can simply go over to the file and you can save your project. You can save the digital product, name your file, save it as a PSD or PDF or JPEG, whatever file format you want to save it. Entirely depends on you. Simply click save, and here we are saving our file, and we are done with this video. Hopefully you find today's tutorial useful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Do you want more such video? Any video requests are really welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye guys.